Hello, it's Holly with Ivy Co Creations. Today we are working on sketch number 3 created by Sandra Lee, and this sketch has a lot of different pattern paper in it. There's 6 different pieces, and I did use 6 in this. So what I did was I had this beautiful paper from Minte, and it was only 6.5 or 6 by 8, and I went through and I distressed all the edges on the squares that are at the top 3 squares, and then I put these strips down because they were from another layout. And I'm sorry that I'm kind of working off to the side. I have a cart on my right hand side, and sometimes if it's not pushed all the way up against the wall, I end up working half on the corner of my desk. So that's the way it's laid out. Anyway, I have this beautiful collaged paper from 49th and Market, and I use that as the center with the butterfly on it. I just love the colors of it. And this is a rather like a monochromatic but still in the same tones paper. And I was using these like the paper with the ferns and the brown on it. I was using them as card fronts for some cards that I was creating, and these are my scraps that were left over, so that's why I decided to use them. They were there. And so I went through, cut them down, because I don't need a huge amount of paper behind other pieces, and I just made sure that my edges were distressed. I think that's the part that took the longest in creating this, was the distressed edges. And then I did all this funny work to like make a little cutout part and stuff, and I ended up covering it up, so I just cut it off because it didn't need to be that extra layer. So once I get these glued down, I started in on the photos, and these are photos of my kids and my dad at the park, and I just wanted to document that my dad was there, and along with my niece, and so that's why these photos got a 12 by 12. So I have this main photo that I wanted to make sure was at the forefront, and these 2 other photos just of my niece and my daughter. That's mainly what I wanted, the picture of my niece and my daughter together. And I just was trying to give them a little bit of a layer, layer them up a little bit. And so I had all this plain cardstock that I decided to use with this one little piece of vellum, and I really wasn't going to use it on anything else. So I thought doing the green and the teal together would really make good layers behind the photos. Unfortunately, doing all the layers blocks all of the strips of paper that I had put down for the layout itself. But I trimmed up the layers a bit on the one side and switched the orientation of the photos to make the longer one on the left. It makes the area where the title is going to go seem less awkward and actually go under the photo and make it nestle a bit more. I did cut down the layers a bit, and I added these Prima flowers to A, use them up, but B, I love the green and the soft yellow that I had left over. These are the last of my flowers, so you won't be seeing them much anymore. But I also decided to put a thick doodle border around each of the strips of paper, or actually each piece of paper, just to make it stand out, give it a bit of definition. I like the way that it looked and turned out. I was debating on whether I should add anything else, but I like the way that the line finished the page. It gave it a border, it gave it definition, and it finished it off. It just makes it look like there are a lot more pieces of paper on this layout now. I chose Smile Today as the title because I thought it worked really well. And I was going to add some other words, but I didn't think that they fit. I liked the way that the Smile Today, especially with the colors inside the letters, worked out really well. So I pulled out my tag bin looking for a little spot to create some journaling, and I ended up using this piece from 49th and Market, and I stuck it behind the two photos and then decided to move it to the brown just because the brown broke it up a little bit. I added the date, some enamel dots, and then I added my journaling. And this one has a lot of layers. It's a lot of fun, but I find even if you use busy layers, making them monochromatic or all within the same tones can really make a page showcase itself. The playlist for everyone who's playing along with Christy's Beautiful Life Series 10 will be down below, along with each person who is featured for the day. And I hope that you will please like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to hear from you.